the feds about to indict Yo Gotti. I've been hearing this conversation floating around the internet for a while. I think it went to an extra level when Wack 100 said that the feds is looking at Yo Gotti because Young Dolph was basically murdered with money that came from a label that was owned by Yo Gotti. You know, the payroll came from Yo Gotti is what he's saying. And I understand that. I clearly can get how people can put those two and two together. Me personally, though, I think with Jook not alive no more and Dolph not alive no more, it'll be hard to kind of prosecute, you know what I'm saying, Yo Gotti, because it seemed like Yo Gotti kind of played the background to a lot of this stuff, you know, and a lot of people kind of confused because Big Jook is not an artist on Yo Gotti label. So why is it somebody on Yo Gotti label paying $50,000 for some lawyers in a murder case?
But I'm gonna tell y'all this: that Yo Gotti, say your prayers. You better say your prayers.
You know they coming, don't you? You know they finna show up.
Hey, bro, that got up there and said, they said, didn't CMG pay for your attorney $50,000? Yeah. But they didn't give it to me. He said, yeah. But they paid for it because you killed Dolph, right? Yeah. Well, that was your compensation, right? CM said, well, yeah, they gave the attorney $50,000. Yeah, because I killed Dolph. Juke dead. He was an exec of that company. That's your brother. That's finna that's next. Watch, remember I told you.
So I understand. I think all those questions been answered. I think a lot of people is just kind of surprised. Some people say Yo Gotti sent his brother off Big Jook, and made sure he didn't have no trace that led back to him just in case things went wrong. I'm not sure. I would believe that the feds is looking into everything. I understand it, that this beef is pretty much basically stemmed from Yo Gotti and Young Dolph, and Big Jook is Gotti brother. So I get what people can put those combinations in, but that's more like hypothetically speaking of what we think. Yo Gotti is powerful. He got big time lawyers. Just coming off a hunch and guessing that it was him, you're gonna have to have more than that, Even if it's a federal case or like a regular state case, I know a lot of people say like Fed cases, those got like a 99% conviction rate. That's kind of like for regular people though, regular people who don't have the means and stuff. It's kind of like Diddy, Diddy is like a high profile guy, millions of dollars, Just the feds coming through and putting a case on somebody or the state, trying to prosecute Yo Gotti without enough information is going to be hard. This guy's a millionaire. He's going to have big-time lawyers, real big-time lawyers that's able to fight those cases. Not like a regular guy who's underneath the Fed's eye and they finna hit him with a federal case and he pretty much can't do shit because he fighting that shit with a public defender. Yo Gotti probably going to have a $20 million lawyer, if somebody try to throw charges to him. So you don't want to just mess it up by just throwing charges so quick that they can't stick. So, this might be a superseding charge. Nobody was charged in the murder of Young Dolph that hit like Yo Gotti and them count. You know what I'm saying? It was just, straight dropping them. Big Jook name got brought up, but that don't automatically mean that, Gotti's gonna get caught in the indictment. You gonna need more than a hunch, and it was his money, This is a millionaire, This guy got big time lawyers. This wouldn't be the average guy that the feds is prosecuting, So I wanted to bring that to your attention. I can't stamp that, but there's been a lot of talk about the feds is ready to indict Yo Gotti. And I think a lot of that came from Wack 100 and a lot of what we see on the internet. We clearly understand Young Dolph was killed because of a beef with CMG. We understand that Yo Gotti is the leader. And more than likely, Yo Gotti knew exactly what went on with Young Dolph. But remember, he high profile. The man got a lot of money, man. So just arresting him ain't as easy as you think it is. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the Homie Truth.